Salute my Tiger Tribe family, elevating higher and higher through the use and practice of self-discipline. It's your guy, it's your man, Mystical Path, the Mystic Oracle, about to drop a much needed video on you guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave your comments. Thank you for all your support. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to talk about the power of patience. The power of patience. And if you don't have patience in this society as a man, you're doomed. If you don't have patience in this society, if you can control yourself, I did a video on this a couple of days ago. If you can't control yourself, nobody's perfect. I'll be the first to tell you that I'm not perfect. You know, you hothead, bad-tempered dudes like myself, you got to learn patience, because if you don't, you're doomed for failure. And the reason I say that is because everything in the world is designed to test you. Because that's something you have to conquer in this life. You have to conquer your temper. Conquer meaning gain control over it. Know when to turn it on and when to turn it off. You know, not getting angry at it, every little thing that happens to you. You know, every dog that barks when you walk by, you ready to get it in. You know, you have to exercise patience in your life, because if you don't, you're going to be in trouble. And the forces that's working around the world, the powers that be, even the people in the world or whatever, they can sense that about you, because we're energy beings, we're energy entities. So other people can sense when you're hot-headed, and they just come poking at you and whatever, keep poking the bear, just keep poking. And then as soon as you pop on them, and God forbid you do some damage on them, or you may off one of them, then you got a price to pay for that. So I'm telling you from experience that you got to control yourself. You have to learn to incorporate. You have to learn how to incorporate patience in everything you do. On your job, when you go out in public, even with your own mind, you have to be patient with yourself, because change is gradual. Change doesn't happen overnight. And if it does, then you typically go back to your old ways real fast. If it comes to you fast, you lose it fast. So you have to build a tolerance every day. You have to build up your patience every day. Certain situations, but you're going to be tested. I wish there was another form of this shit, man. I wish there was another method to this in life, but you can't change the written script. You can't change the universal law. You can't. That's the way it is. You got these spirits out here. All this. You got all this demonic energy in the world. Pretty much the world is consumed, being controlled and led by demonic energy. So if you have a bit of sense, if you have a little bit of sense in this world, and you're trying to stay above and walk the centered path, you're going to be tested greatly. You're going to be tested over and over daily by other people, by your own thoughts, by your emotions, by your family. Your family's even going to test you. Yes. Even your so-called biological family, whatever that is. Your intermediate family, or some of these snipers you call your friends or whatever, spiritual snipers, snipe your energy right out of you. They're gonna test you. I had one guy tell me, man, I be trying to fight all my friends. I was like, why? Why? They're your friends. If they're your friends, why are you trying to test them? Then you fuck around, you mess around and get your ass laid out, and then you blaming them. As a man, you have to exercise patience. If you're quick tempered and short fused, I'm telling you from experience, you got to control it because the evil forces want to see you. They want to see you give in. You know, you have to. You have to. Um, you have to. You have to get above certain things. You know, some old school cats say you have to take the high road. You know, and there's sometimes you have to get it in. Sometimes you just got to let your temper run wild. Sometimes you just got to explode on a nigga, man, and just get it in. And you had enough. And sometimes you can't control it. Sometimes that's necessary, but you can't be putting yourself in situations where you know you're gonna turn red quick around different people, different venues, different situations. Because if you snap, you lose everything. I had one of my cop friends told me that. This cop I know, young cat, younger than me, but he's seen me. He came in. He came in the gas station I was at. I could breathing hard. Then the guy that was talking shit to me came walking in behind me, and when I was there, he later came in, and I recognized him, and I just went off, about to get at him in front of the cop, and he left, and my homie, he was like, dude, the cop, he told me, he said, dude, you better learn to control your temper, dude. He said people gonna talk and do all this other stuff. He said, man, you need to learn to control your temper. He said because you got a lot to lose. He said a cat that don't have nothing to lose, he gonna test you. A cat that don't have nothing to lose ain't even afraid to lose his life. Because even his life don't mean a damn thing to him. Some of you cats are probably at that state, and some of you cats are probably at that chapter in your life where you feel like you don't have nothing to lose. You may not. I don't know you, but I'm telling for some of those those of you that want to hear wisdom, as a man, you better exercise patience. If you have a lot to lose, you better exercise patience. Now, if on the other hand, if you don't have nothing to lose, you're like, man, damn it, I don't care what happens. You don't care about your physical body, you don't care about your soul, or any of that. Then do what you got to do. I'm not gonna pamper none of you cats. I'm not holding hands with none of you cats. If you feel like your life is just down in the dumpster, look, man, go seek help elsewhere. I'm talking to cats that I'm talking to cats that genuinely won't help and have some willpower. They have enough willpower to fight through. I'm not talking to none of you cyber demons. I'm sorry, cyber demons. I'm not talking to any of you internet devils. I don't give a damn about any of you, honestly. You cyber vampires that just like to drain people's energy. You troll on the internet, the cyber thing, then you get out in the streets and you do that. I don't care about none of you. But see, you got a karma to pay for too. When you out in the world testing cats' patience, man, and whatever, you got karma coming to you too. Because you're gonna run up and test the wrong cat his patience, and he not gonna be able to control himself. So a lot of you devils, your time is up, man. I said it in the last video. A lot of you cyber vampire demonic entities. I'm sorry. A lot of you cyber demonic entities, your time is up, bro. Your time is up. By the power of the blood, DNA of Emmanuel, Yeshua, Jesus Christ, your time is up. You guys are heading to the pits because you're causing chaos in the world. Most men, this video is really unnecessary. It's unnecessary. But you have these evil reptilians in the world causing so much chaos. You know, you got good dudes out here in the world trying to do right by their family, trying to work and try to do the right thing or whatever. Then you got these spiritual vampires that's coming to test and suck energy. Well, your time's up. You guys are heading to the pits, boys. Your time is up. I don't give a damn about any of you devils. I don't give a damn about any of you devils. So your time is up. I'm speaking to the men that are trying to bounce back in life, that are going higher and elevating. They don't want to be caught up in this circus with you clowns. So back to what I was saying, you got to for you Tiger Tribe dudes, you gotta engage. You gotta activate patience. Know when and when know when to get it in and when not. Know when to step away. Then when you do go red, make sure you go in all the way. When you go red, make sure you make a point. Show respect to those people who show respect to you. You know, be an upright man in the world, but you have to defend yourself. For we wrestle not only against flesh and blood. Some of you guys need to reread that. It doesn't say for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Some of your messed up translations might say that. Real translations say for we wrestle not only against flesh and blood, but against principalities, powers, and wickedness in high places. You gotta you you gotta know yourself physically and you gotta know yourself spiritually. If you know you a hothead like me, stay away from people that can trigger you. Stay away from venues and situations that can trigger you. I mean, I call myself a hothead, but in actuality, I'm really a cool, chill dude. But I can go left in 2 seconds. Yes, I'm cool. I'm cool and chill. That's my vibe. A lot of you cats. Sorry about that. That's my other phone. I got two phones. But I can be. I mean, I'm cool and chill. That's mainly my vibe. Until a nigga make me go left, then I'm in. So these things that I'm telling you, I had to learn through, and I'm still learning every day, because it don't turn off. You can pray. You can. I keep saying that you can pray and wear a turban on your head and all. You can do all that. Travel. You can go travel to the east, ancient east. I don't care what you do. You take a journey. What do you call it? Pilgrimage. Do all that, but you're still not going to turn this off. So you got to know that. Tiger Tribe, like, subscribe. I'll see you catching in the next video.